Hello and welcome to Idea TV Media News. I am Mary Ojumajo. We'll begin with the headlines. Over 1.5 million voters cleared for FCT area council elections. Senegal certifies 3,467 education staff in digital skills AI. Nigerian pledges stronger support for ECOWAS court enforcement. Gabon rises OWENDO gas plant capacity to 225 megawatts, targets 2028 completion. And away from Africa, Prince Andrew under investigation after police search of Royal home. In business, Tinubu orders to boost federation revenue, comb oil sector leakage. In health, KB sponsors medical students begin studies in Ethiopia. And finally in sports, zonal qualifiers. Zonal qualifiers begins for National Under-7 Cricket Championship. And now the news in full. Nigerian Independent National Electoral Commission says more than 1.5 million voters in the Federal Capital Territory have collected their permanent voters card and are eligible to vote in area council election. According to the commissioner, 1,587,025 voters, representing 94.4% of the 1,680,350 registered voters, have obtained their cards. 93,290 cards remain uncollected. INEC said that only duly registered voters in possession of valid permanent voters card will be allowed to vote. The Commission says it has concluded arrangements to ensure a free, fair and credible poll across the 6 area council, noting that several registration areas recorded collection rates above 99%. A total of 637 candidates are contesting for 68 positions, including 6 area council chairperson seats and 62 councillorship seats. Among those seeking re-elections are Abubakar Abdullahi in Abaji and Christopher in the Abuja Municipal Area Council, both representing the All Progressive Congress. Moving forward, the government of Senegal has certified 3,467 public education officials in digital skills and artificial intelligence as part of efforts to modernize its education system. The certification, awarded through the Minister of National Education, followed examination conducted under the Digital Skill in Education and Artificial Intelligence in Education programs. The ceremony was chaired by Minister of National Education, Mustafa, alongside the Minister of Higher Education, Research and Innovation, with senior government officials in attendance. Out of 3,909 candidates who sat for the examination, 3,467 were successfully representing an overall pass rate of 88.69%. The Artificial Intelligence in Education certified recorded a 93.1% success rate, while the Digital Skill certified achieved 85.3%. Authorities said the initiative reflects Senegal's commitment to building a future-ready education workforce equipped to integrate digital tools and artificial intelligence into teaching and administration. The minister plans to expand the program nationwide with additional support for beginners and measures aimed at increasing female participation. Now, Nigeria has reaffirmed its commitment to regional justice and integration within the Economic Community of West Africa State Framework. The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Bianca Ojukwu, gave the assurance during a meeting in Abuja with the President of the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice. As the bloc marks its 50th anniversary, discussion centered on the enforcement of court judgment across member state. Justice Kevin revealed that 128 cases involving Nigeria have been filed before the court, with 66 concluded, 10 judgments executed and 52 still pending enforcement. He warned that delays in implementation could undermine the credibility of the court and regional judicial integration. In response, He said that the concerns will be forwarded to relevant national authorities, including the Federal Ministry of Justice. She acknowledged that enforcement figures require serious attention and cited limited awareness, institutional gaps, and difference in domestic legal system as key challenges. The minister reiterated Nigeria's commitment to strengthening ECOWAS institution, promoting the rule of law, and advancing regional cooperation. In another news, Gabon has increased the planned capacity of its gas-fired power plant in OWENDO to 225 megawatts, with commissioning now scheduled for 2028. The project, located on the outskirts of it, is aimed at easing presented electricity shortage in the capital and strengthening the country's energy security. The reverse capacity marks a significant jump from earlier projection of between 120 and 125 megawatts announced in 2023 and 2025. The update follows a meeting between Transitional President Brice Nwanga and representative of Finnish Engineering Group, which is supplying equipment and overseeing technical construction. The president reportedly urged that work on the project be accelerated, developed by SA, the plant part from Gabon, broader strategy to expand national generation capacity aimed at rising demand in greater heights. Authorities have previously turned to interim solutions, including a deal with Turkish firm to add 70 megawatts to the grid as the country works to address repeated power outage and stabilize supply over the long term. We'll go on a quick break now. The news continues when we return. Welcome back. If you're just joining, this is Idea TV Midday News. Now the rest of the news. And away from Africa, British police are continuing searches at the former house of Andrew Whitson. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Idea TV News update. Now the rest of the news. British police are continuing searches at the former home of Andrew Whitson, the younger brother of King Charles the III, as part of an ongoing criminal investigation. And Thames Valley Police said they have completed searches at his current residence and the estates in Norfolk, but offices remain at the Royal Lodge in Whitson Great Park, where Whitson lives until recently. He was arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office and has been released under investigation without formal charges. Investigators are prompting allegations tied to the release of documents suggesting that Whitson shared confidential government information with the late convicted sixth offender, Jeffrey Mstry, while serving as a United States Kingdom trade envoy. The arrest has made international headlines after photographs showed him leaving a police station following about 10 hours in custody. King Charles has publicly stated that the law must take its full course, and officials emphasize that an arrest does not imply guilty. The case marks an extraordinary moment for the British monarch, with legal and political commentators highlighting its historical significance and potential remains. Police searches at Royal Lodge are expected to continue as part of the active inquiry. And now in business, Nigerian Revenue, Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission says President Bola Tinubu's executive order mandating the direct remittance of oil and gas revenue into the Federation account will significantly comb leakage and increase funds availability to the federal, state and local government. The Commission made this known on yesterday in a statement signed by its chairman, Dr. Mohammed Shehu. According to the Commissioner, the order signed under Section 5 of the 1999 Constitution as amended and accord on Section 44, Subsection 3 strengthens federal control over mineral resources and ensures revenue due to the Federation are paid directly into the Central Bank. It said previous provision in the Petroleum Industry Act allows multiple deductions including management fees and frontier exploration allocation, which reduces meat remittance. The Commission noted that the directive addresses long-standing structural concerns, enhances transparency and improves cash flow at a time of fiscal pressure. It added that projection based on 2025 revenue figures indicates that the three tiers of government could receive significantly higher allocations as funds previously subjected to larger deductions will not be paid directly into the Federation's account. And now in health, 35 medical students sponsored by the Kebbi State government have arrived in Ethiopia to begin their academic program at Premium Medical College in Addis Ababa. The development was confirmed in the statement issued on Wednesday by the Special Advisor to the Governor on Media and Publicity, Yahya Sika. The students who were earlier seen off in Binikebi by Governor Nasir Idris were received on arrival by government officials and settled into accommodation arranged ahead of their trip. State officials are currently in Addis Ababa to supervise their orientation, documentation, and transmission into lectures. The foreign scholarship program is part of the state government strategy to strengthen the health sector by training young indigenes in critical medical field. Governor Idris had urged the students to remain disciplined and focused, describing the initiative as a long-term investment aimed at improving healthcare delivery and reducing reliance on external manpower. And finally, in sport, the Nigerian Cricket Federation has commenced zonal qualifiers across the 6 geopolitical zones for the 2026 National Under-17 Boys and Girls Competition or Championship. The qualifying series begin on February 18th in the in the southwest and southeast zones and will run until March 1st, with top players from the 36 states expected to advance to the main tournament in Abuja. Matches in the southwest are beginning held at the MCO Abiola Sports Arena in Abeokuta, with the southeast features are taking place at Government College, Owerri. From February 25, attention will shift to the northwest in Kaduna and the northeast in Adamawa. The South-South qualifiers will be staged in Edo State, while the North-Central matches will be played at the Moscow Abiola National Stadium. Package B in Abuja. The Federation described the National Under-17 Championship as the largest age-grade cricket tournament in Nigeria and West Africa, serving as a key platform for talent identification. It notes that a significant number of current senior national team players and all national under-17 players have emerged from the competition, underlining its role in developing the next generation of cricketers. And that's all we have for you on Nigeria TV News Update. But before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Over 1.5 million voters cleared for FCT area council elections. Senegal certifies 3,467 education staff in digital skills AI. Nigeria pledges stronger support for ECOWAS court enforcement. Gabon raises OWENDO gas plant capacity to 225 megawatts, target 2028 completion. And away from Africa, Prince Andrew under investigation after police search of royal home. In business, Tinubu ordered to boost Federation revenue, comb oil sector leakage. In health, KB sponsor medical students being in Benin, studies in Ethiopia. And finally, in sports, zonal qualifiers begins for National Under-17 Cricket Championship. Do not forget to follow us across our social media platforms at Idea Television. I am Mary Ojumajo. Thank you for watching.